everyone, this is Kisook. I am here to share with you how God has been working in my life and the lessons that I learned along the way. Among many, today I want to tell you one thing that changed my life. I want to get back to 2013 when I started my study in the United States at McCormick Theological Seminary. I had a tough time with two issues. The first issue was my English. I took 3 courses in theology. I didn't understand theological languages. And I was not used to conversation. Back in Korea, teacher taught, student listened. There was no discussion. So I confused whether my study was right. I thought that this place was not my place. I felt out of place. Another issue was finance. I worry about my daughter Ruth. She was a senior in high school. I have to support her at least 5 more years until she finished her college. So, how could I study? It didn't make sense. This pressure on me by September, my pressure so great. Actually, before starting my study, I was so excited and waiting for the day that I study. However, it's not like that I expected. I had no peace about things. I couldn't focus on my study. One of 3 classes finished at 9 o'clock in the evening. I live away from 1 hour driving. I had to drive at night. One day, after that class finished, on the way back home, I was so anxious about it. So I asked myself, how could I manage this? How could I continue studying? How could I help my daughter? My daughter's study more important than my study. Then I complained to God, why did you bring me here? This is not my place. I had no peace. I couldn't do anything. Please help me. Please give me peace. I cried out to God with tears. Then I remember my sister's words. She had talked to me like this. If you have some troubles, just pray to God until God listens to your prayer and answers to your prayer. I refer to the verse 1 Thessalonians 5:17, prayer without ceasing. She also added more like this. Praying, it's like you already received your requests. If you pray like this, it would happen to you. I quote Mark 11:24. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. Okay, I could do it right now. It's not better if I pray peace. So I started praying to God in my car. I kept praying to give me peace. Time flew so fast. The first semester was over with a lot of pressure, but I didn't know what I learned. On the year of Christmas and New Year, my anxiety was the same. But I pray every day until January 2014. I felt a little bit better, but I still worry about my future. The second semester began in February. I took 4 courses. It mandated to international students to keep visa status well. There was no choice to take courses less than 4. The second semester was harder than before. My English just like the first semester. but I didn't stop praying to God. When the second semester was over, I was surprised at myself. I was not worrying about my future anymore. Was I lying about things? My situations were not changed. It's just like the first semester, but I found some things. Studying theology and English, I was on the right path. It's still challenging, but it seems like I could manage. I finished the first year of my studies successfully. I survived. Eventually, I got peace. Since then, that peace has been settling in my heart. I was not discouraged anymore. That peace became source of my strength and hope. I had confidence. That navigated me to pursue the goal of my study and reading the Bible. I also found my strength and peace. Philippians 4, 6 and 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. Let your requests be made unto God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. In summary, I learned how powerful prayer was and reading the Bible too. I'm grateful to God who gave me the unshakable peace. He is generous, giving me more than that I ask. He strengthens my heart and mind. By God's grace, my daughter and I still study here. It's amazing. Through my experience, I can say to myself, if I lose peace, I lose everything. Peace given by God lasts long. Also, I can say to you, if you have some difficulties, pray to God. Look to the Word of God. Then you will find peace. Thank you so much for watching my story. See you next time. Bye.